Hello everybody, today I'm going to be unboxing my new chiller from OMTech. Okay, so you can see it, it's a huge one. This is the 5200 series. So let me get the unboxing and we'll see what's inside of it, okay? So now we'll get the unboxing. Turn the box around so you guys can see it. What comes inside the box.
Ow. I'll get it.
So it comes in with, it looked like a manual, user manual, a cable cord, and this little adapter piece, or like a cable connection. I believe that an extra one that you can connect to your computer, I mean to your maybe machine or somewhere. Gotta figure out what is this here, okay? And that's what's in the box, what's in the bag. Let me rip the bottom of it so I can get it out, because it is a big one. So we'll go in the back and open the box from the back. Here's how the machine looked like. The front of it, a display, red light, green light, that's the alarm light, you know, running normal, and then off, on switch. Okay, that's all there is here. We'll flip it on the sides. Let's see what's on the side. This side here, there's easy access doors. You can basically click and open. That's your actual reserve tank water, I guess, or you can put antifreeze. And then there's a compressor, radiator, or a coil in the back. The hoses are a little tight, with zip tie. Okay. Let's open this. Put this on the side. Turn it around. Same thing on this side, no clickers, remove. There is some kind of filter and thingy between the doors, but it's just foam. And just the other side, nothing else, simple. But there's a compressor inside there. Let me do some measurement. To be exact, is 22 and 3/8. This direction from here to here. Those are sticking out. The pipes are a little sticking out. So say 23 and a half. Plus you're gonna have a 2 probably bend in. So you're looking at 24 to 25. There is 2 huge fans in the back. 1, 2. These are actually 24 volt fans, 110. That's the power cord. Okay, alarm output. It did not came in with a cable for the alarm output, only the head. I gotta figure out what is this for. You got a drain. If you can drain the cooling with water. There is an alarm, normal and full gauge. Of course, that's the in and out, look like it's 1/2 inch. And of course, you're gonna fill it up from the top. See the top? Yep. It's not bad. like it's got some kind of pipe. And the look of it from here, and there is, show you the look of it on the other side. This leaks, air compressor. Of course, after this, I'm gonna let it sit down for easy couple hours to make sure everything drained down the compressor. Every time you use something like that, any compressor, refrigerators or anything, after you move it, let it sit down so all the cooling on the compressor. They recommend you not to flip it around, but me flipping it, do not do what I do. Okay, so we set here the heights. Let's check the height of the whole thing is about 16.5 up to here, but you got handles, so 19" to the handles, and the width is gonna be 11 3/8, and we already give you the length of it. It's about 24, say. Right, we'll put this to test, and then I'll give you guys some updates on how it's working. If I'm having any issues with, you can leave a comment or something. I'll be more than happy to help you guys. Hope you like this video. Thank you very much. Again, this is it was a Christmas gift from my wife to me. This is the OMTech seller. It's the 5200 model. Thank you very much.
So here's some measurement of the actual machine, and I'm going to show you some pictures. Then we're going to move on installation and more details what I did to upgrade the machines. Let's go there.
So here's an update after I've been using it. I hooked her up. I'm going to show you guys how I set it up and how I hooked her up and what did I change on this machine. Okay, so again, this is the 50 volt and this is the CW 5200. Please bear with me. Let me show you exact step by step how I actually did the setting, what did I use to hook her up, and we'll go from there. Okay, first I'm gonna pull the machine out. So this machine, because they have a pass-through, so where I design it, I can pull it from the outlet, from the fan actually in the back, is I can pass the material through and I can push it back in. Okay, I will share that with you guys in the next different videos, all the upgrades and stuff I did. But right now we're talking about this guy here. So let me show you in the back. I did some different stuff to make it easier to hook up in the back too. So bear with me. Let me pull the machine and show you what I did in the back. So here's the back of the machine, basically. So the machine comes in, the actual machine itself came in with these guys, okay, that attach. What I did, I opened the whole case, okay. I opened the case of the machine and actually just hold the back and I unscrew this guy, okay. So this guy, it is about 1/2 inch, and here it is 3/8. I want to say that's what the diameter it is for the hose. I went to Home Depot and I got these. I got this one here. It's basically, let me see, I'm trying to focus. It's 3/8 inner diameter, and of course it's 1/2 inch. You know, this guy here is 1/2 inch, but I got the 90s, okay, the 90 angle. That way, so I have more room. I don't need it to be sticking out. Then I'm gonna start pinching the holes and stuff like that. And of course, the way you set it up is gonna be. Give me a second. Let me get better. So you have the input on your machine. So the output from your actual device, okay, the output is gonna go to the input. Then the output from here is gonna go back into the machine, okay, because the machine kicks out into the laser, and then from out the laser all the way inside. And I changed those one too at the same time, okay. All you gotta do is remove this door, okay, remember, it's just easy remover. It's just these snatches, hinges basically. You remove it. So don't worry about the mess inside having cleaned up. But inside it's just a plastic piece, okay? And this guy is the same thing, okay? So but you're gonna have to hold it with some kind of pliers in here, and then you're gonna unscrew this guy and put the new fitting in there, the 90-degree fitting. It is lower than my table, so if this guy move back and forth, this will pinch, okay, which is good, okay? And then again, it's hooked up to here. Now the machine does have a alarm out. It's designed to be hooked up to your machine, but at this point I'm not gonna do that because to be honest, this one does have a safety feature. Your machine have a water flow temp sensor, okay? So the water is not floating basically, which is this guy here, the water meter float, okay? Look at the mess over there, okay? The water piece in here. So if this guy, if there's no water going through the machine will stop. Plus, if you pinch the hose, if the hose got pinched and there is no water flow, this guy is smart. It will alarm you. And I will show, when I set this machine up, I will show you guys what I'm talking about when we pinch the hose. If the hose are pinched or something, I didn't even change the hose. These are the manufacturer hose, okay? So I use quarter of what manufacturer send me with the machine. That's how much saving I have, okay? One small thing I did to make sure, because these are plastic, so I attach a 2x4 to my table that way. So if I push the table back to the wall, basically the table will hit on the 2x4, not on those plastic pieces, which is just a little bit far away, but doesn't matter, just to be on the safe side. Okay, and now we'll go in the front again, and I'm going to show you how to set up the machine step by step and what you need to do to change it and stuff like that. And now we're going to show you how to set up actually the machine. Okay, so before we talk about setting the machine, I'm going to go to the manual just a little quick and just explain to you how this works. Okay, so we're going to pull the manual. Okay, this is the manual. Let me just get it focused on the manual. So this is the setting, the factory setting. So you can reset it to the factory setting. They recommend you to do a factory setting basically before you start adjusting anything. So this is a little charts over here basically. Let me explain this, what this means, in case if you're confused or something, or maybe you never used it before. So this is basically, this is an order 1, 2 all the way 10. And these are the codes. So the codes are F0, F1, F2, F3, all the way to F9. This is the code when you're going to go to this actual guy from the manual. You're going to be pressing, I'm going to be showing you, pressing this code to actually access the features. Basically, if you want to change the setting of your temperature, you're going to have to do it until in constant mode, okay? And the machine comes in automatically set to intelligent mode. Intelligent mode is basically means, okay, it's gonna read your room temperature and it's gonna give you, let's say, plus or minus 2 degrees. If the temperature change of your water, and the machine's gonna be turning on all the time, okay, like turning on cooling. Now the problem is this, with my machine, I'm in the garage, okay? My machine is in the garage. So if I turn my machine on right now, okay, my temperature in the garage is very low, okay? So the water is cool. I'm using antifreeze, just not to freeze the water, but at 7.2 Celsius, okay, that is cold water, okay, which is still okay, but if I start running the machine and the water the temperature start changing a little bit, the machine's gonna go on, which is the recommended manufacturing setting for the laser tube is somewhere between 15.7 to 21. As you see right now, the cooling fan kicked on, okay? I don't need it to kick on. It's too cold right now. I'm not even using the machine, but the temperature is a little bit changing, so it's gonna cooling fan turn on, trying to cool the water, okay? So I'm gonna turn it off right now, just so you guys will hear it better. So what we need to do, we need to go in the setting and change it from
intelligent mode to basically constant mode, which is I'm gonna control the temperature, which is on the book itself. If you look in the book, it tells you first you gotta do a factory setting, then basically you need to press up and down at the same time to go to the manual. Okay, I mean to do a factory setting, up and down, then click set and up to go to the actual access the menu, but you're gonna have to put a password. The password is here. It is 8, which is on this machine, because there's 2 digital number, the password is going to be 08. Okay, and I will show you. Then we're going to go ahead and go to those features one by one. For example, I'm not going to go one by one, but you can, it's basically the same. So you have, for example, we're going to set our lowest temperature, what we need it to be to. So when we do a factory static, or when you go to constant mode, so you go to F3. When you go to F3, after you do all these passwords and entering stuff, we're going to go to F3. We're going to change it from intelligent mode to constant mode, which is when you click on F3, you're going to have a code and show you 1 or 0. Those are the options you can select, okay? Which is, we're going to select 0 because we need it to control the temperature, okay? We do not want the computer to control the temperature. We want to give the machine telling it, I want that temperature to this temperature, for example. Then, after we do to constant mode, we're going to go set our temperature, okay? But if I want to set my temperature lower than 18, example, I want to do 18 Celsius, okay? Or say 16 Celsius, that's like 60, Fahrenheit, okay? A little bit less, but a little bit more, I'm over a little bit. But because my lowest temperature here, if you can see, it says lowest allowed water temperature, okay? It is set to 20 already. So I gotta go to F9 first, lower this number, so I can lower this number less than 20. Then this is the highest temperature setting, which is basically, you're gonna have to give this guy a plus and minus, okay? You can't just turn on at 18. Sometimes, let's say, if the tube is working too fast, too hot or something, it will turn on 18, but you need to give it a little bit more room to maybe alarm you or something like that, okay? But there is more options. There is water, chiller alarm. You can set your alarm, let's say, if it's below or above, something like that. There is more option in here, but at this point, we're just going to we're going to use 4 options, which is basically, we're going to change F3, we're going to change from intelligent mode to F0, which is constant, which is we're going to tell it what temperature we need. Then we're going to go change the lowest temperature we need, okay? And then we're going to change the highest temperature we need. And then we're going to tell it what temperature we like it to stay on, okay? So let's go back to the machine and let's show you how to do this, okay? So what we're going to do, I'm going to focus in here. When you turn the machine on, before you turn the machine, I have 2 pencils. I didn't cut them all the way, just not to poke this, plus to be easier to click on, because sometimes with your fingers it's hard to click both buttons at the same time. So we're going to click the down and up button together, hold them for a second, and then turn the machine. When you do that, you're going to get this RE. That means now machine is set, reset. Basically, it is right now intelligent mode, okay? So we're going to go in there and try to change it to constant mode like we said, F3, remember? So first, to get in the machine, we need to click set and up. Hold it at the same time, okay? Then you're going to get double zeros. You should get double zeros like this. While you click on it, go fast. Up, up, and 08. And then click set. You can see the machine is turning in the background because it's in intelligent mode. So it's reading the temperature of the room and stuff like that. So we need to go to number 3 to change it from intelligent mode, okay, to constant mode. Remember, we said F3. So F3, we're going to go, basically, let me show you in the book what I mean, which is we're going to click, if you look at the book, it's this guy here, F3.
Okay, intelligent, we need to change it. We gotta be fast on this guy because you have 20 seconds. So what happened right now, because I kind of was not fast enough, it went back to the original setting. Okay, so now we're gonna have to go back in again and access this panel. So we're gonna click twice, up and set, go put the password 08, and then we click set, and then back to that menu. So we're gonna go F3, okay, and then we click set. Then now see, it's 1 intelligent mode. We're gonna change it to 0. You have no more options, just 1 and 0. That's all the option you have. So we click 0, and then we click set. Now we're back to the menu. So now we are in the casting mode. If you remember, we go to F9, sorry, all the way down. F9 was the lowest setting on your book, okay? So we're gonna, let me just show you what I mean for a second. On your book, F9, it was the lowest setting, F9. So when you go to F9, I'm just clicking the button so the machine will have some time. Okay, so I focus. F9, we're gonna click set, and then we're gonna lower this because it was 20. We wanted the temperature to be lower than 20. So the minimum, it has to go lower than what we need, of course. So I want to do the temperature around 16, maybe something like this, you know, or maybe 15.5. Let's say I want to do it. So I'll keep the lowest temperature like 13. I click set. Remember, if I click set on F9, will tell me. So 13.3. That's the lowest temperature I want it to be. It doesn't matter. Right now the garage is lower than that anyway, but it's okay. And then we're gonna click, because I have antifreeze again. And then we're gonna go set to save it, basically just here. Now there is an RST button. This is overall to save everything after you're done, before you turn off the machine or exit. Okay, so we're gonna go now to F8. We're gonna set our highest temperature. Okay, so before we start alarming and stuff like that, our highest temperature we're gonna set it to. We're gonna click set. I want to do somewhere maybe 20, 21. I'll do a 21 Celsius. That's like 70, degree. And of course you can change those settings. I'll do 20. You can change those settings after you try the machine and see what's going on and how stuff is reacting. Okay, it's just a setup. It's up to you, whatever setting you want to do. So now we're gonna go back. Now we're in constant setting mode. We set the lowest and highest. Now we're gonna go tell the machine, basically we give it plus and minus. Now we're gonna go tell the machine what temperature. So I was not fast enough, okay, because I was talking. So now the machine resets, okay. So basically we're gonna go back and again and do this guy. Remember, you have to read the book. Remember everything. Write everything down what you want to do, because as soon as you start doing the setting, this gotta go fast. Okay. Sorry. 08 is the password. Set. We go to that menu. Let's double check. F3. It is on 1 because it didn't save. Because you have to click the SRT in the end, and I'll show you. So now we set that to casting mode. We're gonna go to F9, the lowest setting. Sorry guys, it's taking long, but I just want you to see the mistakes too I'm making that you're probably gonna make. We did somewhere 13.3 maybe, and then we're gonna click set. The highest setting was F8. Set. We're gonna lower the highest setting. We set 20. Okay, we're gonna click set. Now we're gonna go to basically F0, which is F0 is how much do you want your setting. We give it almost plus and minus. Now how much we want our setting to be. So we want it
when you do a reset, automatically it's 25. So I want it to be, let's say, somewhere at 16. Okay, at 16 Celsius, the machine to kick on. Of course, that minimum and max can play a little different on it, but again, 16 is my temperature that I want it to be at. Okay, then I click set. Now, when I'm back to the screen, I'm gonna have to click RST to save. Okay, and now it's safe. Okay, so now all your setting is safe. Note, if you unplug the machine, if you unplug this machine and left it off for a while, double check. Just go back again, make sure you're not in intelligent mode. Okay, and now the machine does come, like, even if right now I'm set like this, the machine comes with a safety feature. Okay, what I mean with the safety feature is there's a normal, there's an alarm. Yes, right now the machine is not cooling, but it is pushing water all the time to the actual laser. Even if my setting is set to start cooling at 16 Celsius, but I got a water float, so the motor is running all the time. Now this machine is smart. What it does, actually, if I actually have a water stuck somewhere, like, I mean, a water float issue somewhere, it was gonna start alarming me. Okay, and of course, if the temperature goes higher than you had set it, blah blah blah, you'll get alarms. Okay, that's how smart this water chiller is. So I'm gonna show you, for example, I'm gonna go in the back and I'm gonna pinch the water hose, basically restrict the flow of water. Okay, and the machine is gonna start alarm here, telling you something wrong somewhere. Okay, so give me a minute, let me go in back and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna start pinching the hose, one of the hoses, as saying there's no water flow, and see what's gonna happen. So that just tell you right now, basically there's no water flow. I'm gonna do it again, just to show you again. Okay, so this is what basically the machine is telling you. We have a problem, this light comes on. Okay, and that's it for the setting. Let's put the machine back and then we'll show you all over the, the whole thing, how it's set up. So here's a look of it again after putting everything back, working, everything and normal. Okay, other than that, I hope you guys liked the video. Leave a comment, and if you have any question, I'm more than happy to help you guys. Have a nice day.